Hello everyone, this is Super Comic Girl. I'm back with another video. So I do videos several times a week, sometimes several times a day. And yeah, so if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And why I'm doing it at this point is because sometimes I forget to do it at the end of the video. I know, people are like, I already know, but everyone does it, so I might as well be like everyone else. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about something that's really interesting that I have discovered in the, I'll go on, say, 2 months, that nearly 2 months I have been collecting comics, is this kind of misunderstanding of what makes a key issue so valuable. Now, first of all, I try to explain this to my brother, and trying to explain it to someone who doesn't see the logic in, in all this stuff. It's kind of like hitting your head on a brick wall because they just don't understand. But we as collectors, we do. Even if we are collecting, these issues for fun, we still understand the value of, and we understand why we're doing this. So, yesterday, the bank I have, and I'm not going to tell what bank I've got, but the bank I've got, if you've been a customer with them for a certain number of years, you have the option of being able to borrow money from them. So the rule is you got to pay it back, which everyone knows. And so yesterday I was able to borrow $850. Now, $850 sounds like a lot, but it actually is not compared to some of the, things that you can borrow. And the bigger amounts that people borrow, like hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars. So what I borrow is just not even a drop in the bucket. It's like a half a drop in the bucket, or not even that. So I gave my brother $200 to add to the $100 that I gave him for the rent portion. I also kept my phone on, which was really awesome. And then what happened was I decided to go on eBay. And this is the thing about eBay. Sometimes you can find really good deals on eBay, and sometimes you wonder, what the fuck is that person smoking? Now, this one, it's Comic Corner 2.0. They've got a Facebook group, and they were showing this first appearance of Batman issue. I forgot what issue it was. I had the facsimile issue of it, which is so weird to read a comic from that time period, even if it's a facsimile edition. And literally, he was selling it for $2 million. It isn't, it's in the hard shell. It's been great. It's been graded by CCS? I think it's CCS, but anyway. So, he wanted $2 million for it, and people thought that was insane. But somebody's going to pay $2 million for the first appearance of Batman, and trust me, you might think it's just out there, like, what the hell is he smoking? Probably envisioning really good cigars. Would I spend that much money for first appearance of Batman? No. But there's people out there that will. There's always going to be people out there that will spend that much money for it, the comic book they always want, and especially if they've got money to burn, and this is a great way to burn it. Just, hey, give my money to someone else. Let them suffer the curse of it. So I was on eBay, and I had I had watched this video on Variant Comics, and they were talking, people would understand her origin and all this stuff before the She-Hulk show dropped. And that was how I was introduced to the Savage She-Hulk. So I went on eBay and I typed in the Savage She-Hulk #1. And there was a lot of them that were selling them on auction. and there was one issue that was available to buy now. So for people who do not know, the early days of eBay, you could only bet on items. And me and my mother would sit there and we would like up it by 10 cents or up it by 20 cents. I bet they're like, is these people even serious? Yes, we are. We want our stuff. And then over time, it became, oh, how do we just allow them to buy it outright? Let's still keep the betting part of it, the auction part of it, but also let people buy it outright. And that was when a lot of people noticed they were getting rid of a lot of their inventory just by allowing people to buy the item outright. So I was looking at this issue of the Salvage She-Hulk, issue 1, and it said this is where the damage is at in the comic. So for people that do not know this, I am not buying comics for investment purposes. I'm buying them for the fun of it. I'm buying it for the idea of owning something that was very important in people's lives. And I do plan on to try to get the comic book repaired as best that the person doing the repair can do. But I didn't have $1,200, nearly $1,300 for a 9.6 issue of She-Hulk. And I think they only make it that much because of the television show. But this guy was selling it for $75, and he made it very clear this is not a reproduction of that particular issue. So I got an email from him today, and it's already been shipped. So I'm very, let me take it back. I got an email from eBay that said it was shipped. So I was very happy and everything. Probably what that means is that it was shipped yesterday, and it's just coming up that it was shipped. I don't know, but it says it was shipped. eBay says it was shipped, so that's all that matters, is that it was shipped. So I will be getting that issue this week coming up, and I'm really stoked about it. Now, if I'm able to go to the comic book shop, it'll probably be a Saturday, and I'm going to go there and I'm going to get a couple of issues, mainly because I bought a whole bunch of Wonder Woman. I got Wonder Woman issues number 3 through 10. I got She-Hulk's issue 1 through 4. So I got those. I got some really good variants of She-Hulk. I won her in judge's robes, which is really awesome. I just had to have her in the judge's robes. I also got issues of the original Spider-Gwen, and I don't know if I got Radioactive Spider-Gwen or not, but I at least got Spider-Gwen. So I've got She-Hulk. I bought the Salvage She-Hulk issue 1, issue 2, which issue 2 was $7 and something cents, which just blew my mind. They're selling the second issue for a whole lot less than what I spent the first issue for. But this one is in better condition than the first one. So I may go and send it off to be graded. I don't know. I might just go ahead and read it and then send it off to be graded. So I'll be like, yes, I read the second issue, But according to DC, So according to Marvel, there's only 25 issues of the Salvage She-Hulk. I plan to get them all. And then I'm going to go into her second run and get all of her comics. And then I will have all of them. So I will be very happy. I'll be a very happy comic book girl. But people that look at like old comics, they don't understand why someone would spend all this money for a 1949 or 1925 or whatever issue. To my brother, they're worthless. All the comic books are worthless. But he's kind of like this byproduct of like the late 1980s. And he just doesn't understand anything about why people collect. Speaking of collection, my first bin that's got my comics in it is on the verge of filling up. I will be buying a second tote probably sometime next week or something like that. I don't know. I'll probably I won't be able to do it on payday because they're going to take all my money, which is why But yeah. So that is my brother for you. He does not understand why people would spend $1,300 for a single issue of a comic book. And I'm like, well, my brother really needs to talk to some comic book collectors. Why do people seek out the Babe Ruth card? It's to have it. This was in something that you had it. But yeah, I mean, people that look at people that spend hundreds of dollars on comic books, they're like, this is a complete waste of money and all that. You could use the money for something else. They just don't understand why we love our comic books as much as we do. These comic books have had such an important impact on cultural norms and everything like that. But yeah, so another thing that I did besides order my comic books off of eBay, which is where I get most of my comics, I was going to buy issue 5 of Tarot Witch of the Black Rose, but I decided against it because some of how much they want for some of the issues are completely outrageous, like $159. I would rather spend $75 for the really poor quality She-Hulk than to spend $159 something for a signed copy of the 5th issue of Tarot Witch of the Black Rose. So some of my Tarot Witch of the Black Rose will be missing issues. I don't care. I'm just not going to give in and spend that much money on a first issue of number 5. I'm just not going to. So I'm just going to move on to number 6 and see, like, I'll probably get that like later on next month, after I have paid them all off and everything. But yeah, I am really, really like stoked about getting these issues. So if I am able to go to the comic book shop this week, I will pick up a couple of issues of comics. Not a whole bunch. I'm not going to spend as much money as I did this week. I am going to get another back and bag, a board and bag for my Iron Cat issue number 3. And I'm going to basically essentially just, get a couple issues. And then Sunday, I'll have to check my schedule. I'll have my brother check the schedule. Sunday, I will probably do another haul. I may wait till the following week to do that. I'm not exactly sure. I just want to get all of my eBay comics, all of my Amazon comics, and definitely combine that into one pile of comics and then just give you your haul in one go. But yeah, so today is, for people who may want to know, today is day 2 of my isolation. It sucks. I'm by myself. Yeah. But yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and lay back down because I am so wiped out. It's the virus. It makes me so tired. So I will see you guys around, and until next time, nerds, read on. Bye.